Maddie Light's going to talk about the World Series Game 5?
I just put it up there. I mean, I saw that it was like going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, and I guess we'll wait before I start
Yeah.
running my mouth.
I was more or less just going to hand the topic off to you.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So it's been a couple weeks, but we're back. Had some personal stuff going on in life, and
Yeah, a bit of change of scenery.
yeah.
I got lost during Halloween. I got kidnapped, but now I'm back, so.
So yeah, we're back, and we're getting back in the swing of things. Should be a little bit more consistent again. We're going to start things off like how we normally do, going to last week's scores. The Ravens against the Buccaneers.
We didn't do any like predictions for these, which
No.
I guess we should at least just texted it to each other, but we didn't even do like the bare minimum like that.
And also, like, again, just like a lot of stuff going on in life. I wasn't really thinking much about podcast.
No, I got you. So last week, the Ravens played the Buccaneers. You said?
Yeah, on Thursday Night Football.
Oh, that's when the Buccaneers, blew the lead. It was like 10-3 going into the half.
Yeah.
And then I think the end of the game was 24.
27-22.
There you go. So that was a game that I was kind of watching at work, like getting the scores from the coworkers.
Yeah.
And whenever someone told me at the half, I was like, okay, like if Buccaneers receive it in the half at the end of the half, then I could see them messing around and winning the game.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think any of their offensive production made it to that second quarter. Because I think he has I think Brady has the INT in that game or something like that.
I think so too. I remember watching. So I only caught snippets of it. I just passed my promotion board, and I was more celebrating my promotion board than watching football, as one does.
Is that your way of announcing it to the...
Yeah. I'm on my way to become a sergeant in the Army now.
There you go.
No, he doesn't have an INT, but was it a fumble? It was a fumble, but it wasn't Brady. It was fucking Delaney.
There you go. Okay, I knew there was a turnover in there.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, it was a pretty big one too. It was like right at the end of the game or something.
Maybe. But I mean, I think that's an important win for the Ravens because that whole division is, I would say, underperforming right now.
No, they are. the AFC North is definitely underperforming.
Yeah.
I mean, the next game up is the Steelers being absolute dog shit to the Eagles.
They got molested by the Eagles.
They got absolutely.
I watched that game. I was home and I got to watch that game. And after the third and last touchdown by AJ Brown, I was like, I'm gonna turn this off.
Yeah.
The Steelers weren't there, and I think they said they're 0-8 to the Eagles, either at home or all time, and it's just damn, bro.
I knew they were gonna lose, so I just didn't even watch. I was just like, I can't watch this. This is just gonna hurt.
Well, once we get to the Rams game, I'll tell you, I also came with the expectation we're gonna lose.
So
but that game was hard to watch.
I did watch the Broncos-Jags game.
The one in London?
Yeah, that one was terrible to watch. It was.
Well, I'll tell you. So that interception, I think, the first or second quarter, that Russell Wilson did.
Mm-hmm.
There's a video that I watched, and apparently they did their homework because if Russell Wilson is on the hash, every time he will throw to a pass of someone down the sideline.
Yeah.
That's where they got the interception. So props to the Jags for doing their
for the
homework
Jags
on that
defense. Yeah, but they still ended up
Yeah.
losing. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I still don't see Russell Wilson. Did you hear what he was doing on the plane ride over?
yeah, he was fucking exercising on the plane, like
High
the fucking.
knees while everyone's sleeping. Like,
I've done the flight to Europe. It is not an like easy flight, and anybody who's doing that shit,
hours.
it's like, so to Poland from Kansas, it was 9.5 to 10 hours.
It went from, I'm assuming, Denver to England, and I think he said it was like 8 hours. So that kind of checks out.
Yeah.
Especially if they have like a team jet that's just going direct. But yeah, could you imagine? Because you got to think on a plane, there's got to be one teammate who's not super used to air travel.
Yeah.
And they're seeing Russ high
Fucking
knee.
out there, jumping,
right.
jacking, fucking
right.
doing burpees. Start the fire.
Have you seen all those memes that have come out about it?
Yes.
You see what Justin Tucker did where he's like, Ravens Nation or Ravens flock, let's fly or something like that, and it just
It's fucking the meme that came out of that. There's like one where there's just like fire going on in the background. He's like, Broncos Nation, let's ride. It's like when the whole,
it's like letting Russell cook.
it's like the whole world falling apart. I'm over here, like,
dude. You gotta think Russell has to see those memes. They're fucking everywhere. Like, I wonder what he thinks about them.
Also, the other thing that I heard is that, like, there was, like, one big like, it was just before the Broncos, Jaguars game. They had just, I forgot who they lost to. But, somebody was talking about how, like, there was a video of him, like, forcing everybody to high-five him or something like that going into the locker room after it was his fuck-up that he lost the game on.
I don't think, I know what you're talking about. I don't think it was, like, him forcing people. I think he was just trying to, like, remedy, like, hey, guys, you know, good game. Just,
no, like, I understand what he's doing, but also, like, at the same time, like, you kind of got to read the room.
yeah.
And, like, when everybody's just fucking...
You kind of put your head down, go to the locker room, and just...
Yeah, you just fucking sit there in your locker room with your head in your closet, just like...
And you probably, like, if you're a team leader, as Russ is, you might talk like, hey, guys, you know, tough loss today, you know.
You just got to own that shit, like,
Yeah, own that. But you got to say, like, not everything is going to be on Russell.
Well, like, in that specific case, I mean, a good deal of it was on Russ.
Yeah. But you can already tell that the Broncos are starting to just, like, they don't care.
Yeah.
Because, well, I mean, they've traded a lot during this trade. Did you have the
I don't have the list of who's all been traded.
Okay. I can try to find it. But there's a lot of trades, and I think...
Again, like, last week I was just focused on the board.
It was on this week. I think it ended Wednesday or Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm lost in the sauce right now, man.
What do you mean by that?
I was just like, there's just been so much going on. I'm like forgetting like when things have ended or like when things actually happen. It's just like, what? It's just like that.
When
dude.
you're saying lost in the sauce, I thought you meant you were intoxicated or something.
But like the dude asking me like, hey yo, what are these sample questions? Like I remember the sample questions. I just forgot what the answers were. I just answered them.
Yeah, and you're like, I hope to God that these fucking...
Yeah, I just threw some shit against a wall and like, does this stick? Okay, it did.
Can you tell us the questions? So,
the sergeant major asked me what the NCO Creed is, or like a stanza of the NCO Creed. I said the NCO Creed. One of the other first sergeants asked... He basically just handed me a counseling form and asked me, what is this DA form? And I said a 4856. Like, it's literally there on the bottom. Like, it says what the DA form is. Thanks for that answer. And it's just a counseling. And he goes like, all right, cool. I'm a brand new private to the unit. What kind of counseling are you going to give me? You tell him what counseling you're going to give him. Or like, what things would you include on there? I was like, all right, these are the things I would include. Like, expectations, things you should stay away from, what I want from you. And then the next first sergeant asked me, well, he actually saw that I was like extremely nervous and like freaking out. He's like, "Are you good, man?" And we're just like, No, I'm not good." And they're like, "Well, what's been going on?" Well, me and my fiance just split. The 2 weeks prior of me knowing that I'm going to the board, it was just all arguing. So like when I got all this material that I needed to study for, I didn't really have time to study. I spent the last weekend, my first weekend, not having someone else distract me, just studying.
Yeah.
And so like I know what I need to know, but I'm just not all here. And like even the sergeant major was just like, "Dude, like just take a deep breath. Like we'll start from the top. Like if you really think." I was like, yeah. It's like, "What are you doing to get help?" And I was like, "Well, I'm seeking therapy and whatnot and talking to people, have a good support system around me." And they're like, "All right, good." It's like, "I just need you to be," he says something, "I need you to be stoic and like a rock. Like you can't let shit outside affect everything else in life." And I was like, "I'm trying my best, Sergeant Major."
Yeah, but you gotta say, like, ending an engagement is a pretty big. It's not like your girlfriend of a week broke up with you.
No. Like they were sympathetic. They were like,
yeah.
So I think when I told my friends that, they were like, that like I feel like they had a little bit of sympathy for me, and that's why I got a little bit easier of a pass. Someone made the joke of just like, "Dude, if we don't pass this dude, he might kill himself tonight."
That's not funny.
I laughed, so it's funny.
Okay.
I even laughed when they said it to me in the moment. I'm just like, yeah, honestly, I might have.
Yeah.
But
I'm assuming you're not going to keep that in on the recording.
Nah, you know what? Fuck it.
Fuck it.
It's on fucking Discord. What am I saying? Twitch too.
Yeah. Oh man, it's good to show like a personal side of you.
Yeah.
You're more than just a tank top, you know what I mean?
Yeah, more than just a tank top. Yeah, that's why I've not been on top of my shit in the world of sports.
Yeah, man, I took a day off yesterday, so. Yeah. Or was it 2 days ago?
Now back to what we were. Panthers, Falcons. I did not watch this one. I caught glimpses of it.
I didn't. I just saw that. Well, there is the end of game. Honestly, kind of horse shit where, who is it? DJ Moore caught the game-winning touchdown, and then he took off his helmet after, and they called it for excessive celebration, which backed up their kicker, to do like a 49-yard PAT. He missed, sends him to overtime.
Yeah.
And then Marcus Mariota throws it straight to the defense, and then there's like the 62-yard bomb or the game-winning touchdown. So that's the game I wish I watched, but
yeah, I wish I would have watched that one too. But I also feel like I would have just written it off because it's Baker Mayfield. But the other,
it's not.
It's not Baker Mayfield.
No, it's PJ Walker now.
What?
Yeah, they benched him for an XFL quarterback.
And the XFL quarterback threw 317 yards and 1 touchdown.
He's performing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't check and see if Baker's injured. I'm pretty sure he's not. I'm pretty sure they just benched him for PJ Walker.
I don't see anything that he's injured.
That's what I didn't see anything that he's injured either. So I think they just straight up were like, he is not working out, Baker.
Damn. I would kill myself if I was Baker.
I would try to, dude. Here's the thing, you get out of Cleveland, which here's the thing, man. You had fucking weapons in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Like you were the one underperforming, in my opinion. So you go there to Carolina, who doesn't have that many weapons, who got rid of Robbie Anderson, a huge offensive part of their scheme, but just got rid of him because A, they weren't including him in.
Yeah.
So now he's playing to. I don't remember who he's got traded for. I mean, now they have like DJ Moore and
Mm-hmm.
I can't even tell you who else. So and then put in PJ Walker and fucker can get it done. I think he's won 2 straight with them now.
Huh. Thought I had more dip.
Did you, Aaron? Do we still have that Zen?
No, it's out.
Yeah. Do we still have that one, or did you throw it away?
The can, yeah, it's gone.
Oh, damn.
So I'm actually trying to quit dipping too.
Well, because Tom does the Zins,
Yeah.
and Josh drew in an empty one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little Among Us, and so we've been saying, "Hey Tom, you left that here," and he opens it up and he's like, "Fuck you guys, I really wanted one."
That's pretty good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
The Cowboys beating the Bears, like, I think this is worse than the just about as bad as the Steelers loss. 49-29. Was that Dak Prescott? Yeah, it was.
That's Dak Prescott.
Yeah, he had to show up after fucking Cooper Rush fucking was showing some life.
I don't see much coming out of the Cooper Rush thing. I don't think he's going to get traded to a different team to become a star quarterback. I think people are just going to write it off as like he did his job as a backup quarterback to keep them winning games. Because here's the thing. They didn't win those games because Cooper Rush was an all-star. They're winning those games because they have an outstanding defense and they just had just enough, like, it's just pussy enough for them to either get into touchdown range or get into field goal range to get them points for offense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't see a huge future for Cooper Rush right now. It might change later on.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's a fan favorite in Dallas.
Yeah.
Right now.
I can believe it too. Like, I mean, he showed more life than Dak had for a while. Like, it did not look like Dak Prescott was going to be producing. And then Cooper Rush came in. It was like their God coming back from the... It was like the Easter Sunday
Second
for them.
coming. Yeah.
It was like Jesus was dead and then he came back on the 3rd day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like was just their savior for a while until Dak came back and realized, he had some competition.
Well, that whole division right now, the NFC East. I mean, last year they were the laughing stock of the league.
Yeah.
I think even the year before that. Always everyone making fun of them calling the NFC least, but now I think their division is like 24-8. If you look at like if all the teams went together for their like
that sounds about right.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Eagles are undefeated.
Yep.
Even though they're playing tonight, which is Houston, which I severely doubt they'll lose to.
Well, I already got fantasy points from Miles Sanders on a touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Miles Sanders is legit, bro.
Oh, yeah. And actually, I could give you a live update right now from the phone.
Do it.
So I've got 10 points so far. I've only got 4 points from the Philly defense. It's 7-7 right now.
Only got you 4 points?
Yeah, their defense has only got me 4 points. Miles Sanders has got me 6 so far. But yeah, it's 7-7 right now. With Houston having the ball right now with 11:34 in the second quarter.
I'm just trying to think how you're down to 4 points, because, I mean, if they score a touchdown, I think you only go down to, like, 7 or 8.
I don't know.
Wait, how early in the game is it?
It's the second quarter.
What's the score you said?
7-7.
Oh, duh.
There's
I
still
don't know.
game left to be played.
There's still a ton of game left to be played, and,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll talk about this week
Yeah.
later on in the stream.
Dolphins beating the Lions. And almost just barely, though. I watched that game. It was.
I didn't watch that game.
So you know how like this
But
whole time we've been talking about how the Lions are like they're only losing by like a touchdown or two.
yeah,
It was exactly like that too. Like Tua was able to just pull something out of his ass. They got the ball back with like a minute 45 left
yeah.
and just fucking went to town.
Well, Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill combined have more like receiving yards than like 8 teams in the NFL right
Yeah.
now. So,
It's
I mean, those two, and then during the trade deadline, they picked up Bradley Chubb, and who else did they pick up? They picked someone else up.
you know what would be kind of wild though?
What's that?
So like if they picked up like AB,
No, they won't.
I know, but I'm just saying like what ifs, right?
Okay, what if?
If AB was able to produce like he did on the Bucks on their Super Bowl run.
Here, I think AB needs a TB to keep him straight, and that whole Dolphins team is really young.
Yeah.
So ain't anybody telling AB what to do. AB's just gonna do exactly what AB wants to do, and he's just gonna be even more toxic on the Dolphins.
I'm saying like let's take it like exclude the locker room stuff. Like if that was not a factor in it, and it was just
I don't
purely
think
like
he can with him.
I think
I
he
don't
would
think
be
he can with him.
okay.
I think he's so fucking toxic as like a player, and like okay, here's like you gotta say a lot of that stuff comes from CTE.
Yeah.
So like, it sucks that
He hasn't been the
that's what
same
it
since Vontez Bursek fucking laid his ass out.
Vontaze Perfect. Yeah, and I mean those are fucking dirty ass hits, and
Yeah.
Vontaze Perfect was fucking notorious for that shit. Good thing he's out of the NFL, but like at a certain point, like there's some stuff that it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the pool thing. And like the
Pool
shit,
thing,
the shit he's been posting on Twitter. Have you seen some of that?
Yeah. Did you see? I think I put in the notes a while ago. It was he. This wasn't confirmed, but this is something that I heard that he was making shirts of him and Tom Brady's wife Giselle, and
Yeah.
all the proceeds were gonna go to kids that have fatherless homes.
Yeah.
And that was during Tom Brady and Giselle's divorce, and I was like, damn, bro, like, kind of tough, man. Like, that was really fucking tough.
I mean, yeah. It's just been wild. I was coming at it like in a Madden kind of way where like the locker room isn't really a factor.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it like a real life thing.
Yeah.
He would. I can't picture AB on any NFL team that would be able to manage him and
Yeah.
not be able to lose like have controversy or
Mm-hmm.
anything.
No, yeah, you're right. It's kind of like T.O. in the early 2000s and late 90s.
Yeah, kinda.
I mean, AB's 10 times worse, but like,
Yeah, I get the comparison.
yeah. But like for the times, like it was just like that was the worst player, like to manage. And then for now, it's like AB, fucking Colin Kaepernick.
I don't think Colin Kaepernick's a terrible quarterback to manage. I think he's just a terrible quarterback.
It's a little bit of both, yeah. I think he's a little bit
But
out
I
of
think-
pocket with like the things he says compared to other NFL players.
Well, here's the thing with that. I don't think any team was actually serious about looking at picking him up. They were just doing it for like a headline.
Yeah.
Whenever he was doing the open tryouts, he had a whole bunch of he allegedly brought more newspapers in than he did actual NFL scouts.
Yeah.
So you can see where his agenda is
Yeah.
when it came to that whole thing. They were saying they're like, yeah, the Rams should pick him up. I was like, fuck no, they shouldn't.
I remember we were talking about that on the last one we did in episode 5. It was like
I don't think.
It was like a little snippet. Like it was only just a little bit.
No, we were talking about Odell going back to the Rams,
Okay, yeah, that's what it was.
which I would say a couple years ago, Odell is kind of the same as like Dio, where it's like the hard to manage.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Rams did it. I think right now Odell is either A, chasing a ring, or B, he doesn't really want to. He doesn't want to be like the staple wide receiver. He wants to be like the star wide receiver, but he doesn't want to be. And he wants like a super popular, like sexy team. So here's the thing: he wouldn't go to the Vikings, where there's like Justin Jefferson and Devon Cook.
He wants to be shit.
He wants to either go to the Bills because they're rocking shit right now.
Yeah.
I don't know about the Bills. I guess he's talking to Michael Irving about going to the Cowboys. Because again, they're rocking and rolling right now.
Yeah.
I feel like if the Rams were winning, he'd probably go back to the Rams. Or he's talking about going to the Chiefs. But you know, he just wants to be on like a winning team. He doesn't want to get put on an average team.
I think he has the skill set to kind of like want that shit though.
Yeah, but I mean, I also think he's asking for like a exorbitant amount of money for just like a year.
Yeah.
Like I think he just wants to do year contracts for like X amount of money. Allegedly the Rams were underpaying him, like under offering him, and he didn't like that. But our coach was like, or Sean McVay was like, hey, like if that's the case, then you know whatever we want to do, we want to get him back. Which I was like, I don't really think we need fucking Odell back. I think we need fucking an offensive line. But what do I know?
Yeah.
But
hey, we'll see what happens though.
We'll see what happens.
Vikings beat the Cardinals 34-26.
Which this was another one of those. Can you bring up that game?
Yep, I'll bring up the box scores. Kyler Murray, 31 for 44, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
D-Hop had that crazy game too, didn't he?
Yeah. Fucking Kirk Cousins.
I think he mocked 2 different Titans, or excuse me, Vikings defenders.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins, 24 for 36, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kyler Murray had the most yards rushing for the Cards. Cook had 111 yards and 1 touchdown.
Yep.
All their running backs had a touchdown. Madison had a touchdown. Oh, fuck. Even Cousins had a touchdown. A rushing touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins had 159 yards with 12 receptions and 1 touchdown. He was 12 for 13 on targets. Or like, that's pretty good stats right there. Moore, 92 yards, 1 touchdown. Ertz, 34 yards and 1 touchdown. He was 4 for 5. Moore was 7 for 8.
What's like? Can you tell me like quarter by quarter? Like what was the scores?
Arizona 3, Minnesota 7. Second quarter 7-7. Third quarter 13-14. And then the fourth quarter 3-6.
God, I'm trying to remember that game, but I can't remember anything from it. From what you're saying, it sounds like Minnesota just had a lead and they just never let go of it.
Yeah, that's what it pretty much was. They just kind of held on by the skin of their teeth.
I'm about to look up that game and see what happened.
The Saints against the Raiders, 24-0.
Yeah, the Raiders. Like I was talking up the whole AFC West. I thought they were gonna be really good. Um, Broncos and Russell or uh, Russell Wilson were a huge bust. The Raiders are a huge fucking bust. I thought adding uh, Devontae Adams it would be
Yeah.
great for him, but hasn't been doing shit.
No.
It's the rate. Oh, and I thought that the fucking Chargers would do really well too, and have been mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patriots beat the Jets 22-17.
Yeah, but I think this is one of those games where, like it was both young QBs.
Yep.
Was it Mac Jones or was it
Yep. Mac Jones against Zach Wilson. So a sophomore versus a freshman.
Well, I didn't know if they brought in Zappy again, but I mean, because I know didn't Zach Wilson throw like 2 interceptions and Mac threw what 1?
Mac threw 1. Zach threw 3.
Zach threw 3. Okay.
Yeah. But he also had 355 yards of passing. With
Yeah.
Only 20.
But I know Elijah Moore said that he doesn't get thrown the ball a lot, so he's kind of upset.
Yeah, he had 1 target, and he didn't even catch it. What was it? Fucking. For 20 catches, he got 355 yards of passing. That's, I mean, yeah, he threw 41 passes and less than half were caught. But still, the amount of yards he was getting, you know he's fucking gunslinging on that shit.
I'm trying to remember either they just either got a running back or they traded one away. I don't remember now. I can find that out later.
Titans versus the Texans. It was 17-10. Titans winning.
Yeah, all they did was just hand the ball off to Derrick Henry. What he have, like 30 touches? 30 or 40?
That. Yeah, 32 touches for 219 yards.
Yeah, because they were making a big deal about Ryan Tannehill not being there because he was sick and it was this rookie quarterback. But what? How many passes did he throw? Like 17.
He threw 10 passes and only 6 were caught.
So all he was basically doing was just feeding Derrick Henry the ball.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
He had 1 interception too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mills threw an interception and also got a touchdown. Rex Burkhead threw a pass.
Huh. I didn't know.
It was incomplete, but, you know, he still threw
That's why I didn't know about it.
He still went out there. He still showed up.
Yeah, Rex Burkhead and Brandon Cooks. Those are 2 players that I wish weren't on the Texans because
Yeah, they're too
your
good
whole
to be
career
on.
just dies on the Texans.
Commanders beat the Colts barely, 17-16. 49ers.
Yeah, they benched Matt Ryan. He's not
damn
playing.
time.
They're talking about him retiring now.
I would too if I was him.
He should have retired a Falcon.
Yeah.
My humblest opinion, he should have retired a Falcon.
49ers against the Rams.
Yep.
31-14.
Aaron, do we have a computer charger?
I don't know. I don't know where they'd be.
Oh, there he is. Oh, I'm gonna plug him in. Please. Yeah, so this game is great. It was we started out strong. I think we were can you pull up the box score? I think at a point it was like 14-10, 14-3 or something like that.
It was 14. LA came out strong with a touchdown in the first quarter, touchdown in the second quarter. and
Yep.
then the Falcons had a field goal and a touchdown.
49ers.
Or yeah, fucking
So,
49ers had a
yeah.
touchdown and a field goal. And then
So 14-10 going into the half, and I was like, okay, that's a good lead. All we got to do is just kind of build onto it.
yeah,
Nope, they didn't score a single point in the second half.
nope.
They couldn't get fucking shit going. Which, dude, there's fucking one drive because I watched it. I was so fucking pissed. Who the fuck was it? It wasn't Van Jefferson. I think it was a different wide receiver. But like he was just getting fucking beat up and pushed around all fucking drive, and he got a fucking first down, and he just fucking put his arm up. He didn't say a thing. He just fucking put his arm up in front of the guy, like indicating first down, and they flagged it for fucking taunting. So
Something people have been doing for years.
First down. What's that?
Something that people have been doing for years, and he gets fucking flagged for it.
100%. And they were like, oh, since he didn't move out, like, because here's the thing. So there was a tackle. It was kind of weird, but the guy kind of he stayed in his face. So they both got, and he just fucking first down. And I guess since the referee said it was in the face of the 49ers, it was taunting. And it's like, bro, we're already down. And it's a first down. What the fuck are you doing? So, yeah, we got to keep the first down, but it got backed up to the 15. And then I think the rest was a 3 and out. So that game was so fucking frustrating to watch because, the Rams, the LA fans, they're trash.
Yeah.
They never show up. The 49ers always, any fucking team always fucking out rivals us at home.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as fucking Rams, home advantage.
Yeah.
Because when the Bills came in, there's fucking more Bills jerseys. There's more 49er jerseys, especially shit when they're close to California.
Yeah.
Never have a fucking outstanding home crowd. Dallas, they did the same shit to us. So it's just fucking frustrating. And then fucking at the trade deadline, you think they're gonna get Cam Akers, and you're like, okay, they have this new guy Rivers, and they've had Ben Henderson, and you're like, okay, if these are the backs that we're running with, let's see, and then we'll trade Cam Akers and try to get better offensive protection. Then I'm seeing all these reports about them trying to go after fucking Bradley Chubb and a different defensive back. I'm like, guys, the defense isn't the fucking issue. It's the offense. If we can't generate points and the defense is just kept staying on, they're going to get tired and the fucking offense is going to overpower the defense at some point.
Yeah.
That's just fucking natural. But if our offense can't stay on the field for more than fucking 5 minutes, and they can't get down the field for at least fucking 2 drives, let alone fuck 3.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
It's fucking. It's how I feel with the Steelers right now.
I will say it's really funny for me where people are like, "Oh, Mr. Trubisky's a bitch. We need to get him out of here. He sucks ass." And then for fucking Kenny Pickett, they're like, "Oh, take your time. You're a rookie."
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Well, Trubisky.
I get it.
Trubisky was ass on the Bears. He was ass at other teams, and then we picked him up because we don't know which one could be better. Maybe we could coach him up a little bit better. Maybe it's just the Bears were bad at coaching him.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, no, he's just bad.
I don't say he's bad. He doesn't take enough risk. He was just playing it too safe, and they go down the field because they're only doing 2 or 3 yard passes.
Yeah.
But with Kenny Pickett, he's still doing plays that might have worked in college, but in the NFL, he's getting picked off left and right.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be. I mean, you look at Peyton Manning's rookie year. Everyone thinks he's a huge bust. I mean, Trevor Lawrence. You also look at it, and you're like, wow, how fucking. But I mean, Peyton Manning turned his whole career around. So
Yeah, and Trevor Lawrence is starting to look like it too.
yeah, he's starting to pick up.
Giants against the Seahawks, 27-13 Seahawks.
Yeah, Geno Smith has come legit, man.
Yep.
Anyone who fucking doubted him, like, I hope I don't think make it to the Super Bowl. He's got a good playoff run in him. Like,
Yeah, I think so too.
Wild card or a NFC West, chance because the Rams are fucking.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And I'd rather see the Seahawks there, the 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jimmy G too, though. It's kind of a hard decision for me to make.
Yeah. I don't like the 49ers, like, overall.
Packers lost to the Bills, 27-17.
Not surprised. I just kind of feel bad for Aaron because the Packers made no moves during
the
trade deadline. I thought they would at least try to go get Brandon Cooks. They didn't do that.
They really dropped the ball.
Yeah, and I don't know how much longer Aaron's looking to play, but if he wants to do any more seasons, I can't guarantee that he's going to be sticking around in Green Bay.
No, definitely not. This one was one that was kind of an upset. The Browns beat the Bengals 32-13.
It was just weird to see, like, Joe Burrow, like, drastically underperform.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, yeah, he doesn't have, like, wow, what's his name? Jamar Chase. But I was like, he still got, like, Tyler Boyd and...
He has a bunch of other weapons, too. Like, it was just an underperforming.
Yeah. So I definitely think it's kind of a fluke. That's what we were talking about earlier with the AFC North underperforming.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow underperformed.
Steelers are not performing, but also they're in the rebuilding stage too right now.
Yeah.
They don't really have a true leader right now.
Well, I think when TJ Watt comes back, the defense is gonna get
a lot better.
A lot better.
Yeah.
But you still there's still the offense that.
Yeah. And like.
I mean, you guys got rid of Chase Claypool too, so.
Oh, we finally did.
They traded him away to I think the Bears, which I think you guys just got picks for him. So.
I honestly think that's a smarter move. Like we're 2-6. Well, yeah. Last week we're 2-6. I don't see us coming back at all. Even with trades, like there's no way we could actually be in a good position.
Not this year.
No, not this year. So that like getting picks, I think is probably one of the better choices. I'm not going to talk about college because I already scanned through it and there was nothing really that I wanted to talk about on college.
Yeah, but I say we're already kind of dragging this episode.
Yeah, we're already at 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So
since our first one back, do you want to just kind of save all the side stories and just kind of look at the predictions for next week?
We can cover. I think there's two pretty big ones. The Wisconsin Volleyball League.
That shit is fucking.
Have you seen any of the pictures?
Yeah, I've seen the photos. Dude, they're everywhere on TikTok.
Yes.
They're fucking everywhere on TikTok, and then fucking like,
You know what I saw?
I report.
There was a funny ass fucking TikTok. It was from the Wisconsin track team.
Dude, just that's the thing. After the whole scandal, their Wisconsin like sports are all over my For You page.
I know. It's fucking wild.
And it's like I wasn't even that invested. I wasn't looking at it. It just popped up on my feed.
Yeah. It just popped up on my feed. I'm just like, whoa. It's just like,
but the comments are fucking wild.
Yeah.
Look at the opinions or like.
You cut in and out on that last part.
Oh, sorry. they're like have a competition for the different sports.
Mm-hmm.
The competitions are wild. Like,
Yeah.
oh, they get win championship time soon.
Yeah, they are pretty fucking wild,
I
man.
feel bad. Slightly feel bad.
But
The
also,
thing is, like,
there's no such thing as bad
why the
press.
fuck those photos in the first place?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did you win anything? Remember we won
You're cutting in and out again, bud.
in high school? Okay, am I good?
Yeah, talk a little bit slower. I think that's what's going on.
Okay, but my question is why? Why did they take those photos?
I
Like,
mean,
remember when we won like the national title
yeah,
in high school?
yeah.
Do you remember me ever asking to take naked photos with you with the trophy
No.
afterwards?
No.
No, and I think that's a pretty reasonable thing to do.
Or even fucking recording a sex tape afterwards.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, there's a fucking video of a chick like fucking a dude.
Give me my phone. I'm just kidding.
I just saw like
Yeah,
the dude, the first like TikTok that I saw of it, the dude had it on green screen in the background, and his head's covering up the majority of the picture, but all you see is her just fucking bouncing up and down. Yeah.
Here, like, okay, I would say the sex tape is a little more normal because I feel like everyone nowadays kind of has like like one or two videos of you or like, you know what I mean? Like it's a little more, but the team naked photo session,
Yeah.
that I get. That's weird.
No.
Like now, just 'cause it's weird. I don't think it should be leaked everywhere and
No.
your whole body. But maybe don't like, and I don't want to be victim blaming now.
Yeah.
But maybe don't take those photos as a team.
So I'm thinking
Let's
why
get
it got
on
leaked.
to a definite new level.
I think why they might have gotten leaked is like maybe one of the Wisconsin the teammates slept with her boyfriend or something like that, and it was just like an all revenge thing.
There's that, or I was thinking like a team member who was like got the photos, had a boyfriend, and maybe was like, "Hey baby, like, we want to see some, sexy photos of the, and she sent it to the one guy, and then the one guy spread it like fucking wildfire.
Yeah.
There's a ton of different reasons for. There's an investigation going on right now, which like, what the fuck is it like? What are you guys gonna do?
Yeah.
Did you find those pictures?
Yeah. All right. Who here took the photos? Whole team raises hand. Okay. Well, yeah.
Let me see them.
Like the South Park scene where it's like, nice.
Let me pull up a new page. So, Game 5 of the World Series, Astros versus the Phillies. What are your thoughts on that?
Whole series overall has been so fucking fun to watch. Here's the thing, though. I don't like either one of the teams, really. I don't want either one of them to win. I'm going for Philly right now because I'd rather see Phillies win.
Yeah. Than Houston.
Than the Astros, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
All right, so Game 1, like, super fun to watch. Game 2 I'd watch, but, I mean, I'm liking how the series is going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is Game 5 tonight.
Yeah.
Right?
The series is tied 2-2.
Yep. So, I mean, last night on Game 4, when the Astros evened it up, it was the first time in postseason history that the pitcher throw a combined no-hitter.
Mm-hmm.
And to make matters worse, it was at Philly, and I guess they were doing a promotion where it's like, eat your hoagie night, and like after each hit, they had to take a bite of their hoagie, and the people were like, man, I'm leaving fucking starving, and like shit like that. So that, but you like, dude, did you see? So Justin Hurts, or sorry, Jalen Hurts, is a native Houston.
Mm-hmm.
But he plays for the Eagles.
Yeah.
And he's been wearing like Houston Astro merch. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Do you want to get mobbed by the
wrong town to fucking do it in?
the wrong time.
Yeah.
Wrong town, wrong time, man. Like, fuck, are you special? Like, you're gonna get murdered if the Astros won. Like, I don't care if you're their winning quarterback right now. They will murder you if Houston wins.
I want Philly to win, and I also want the Eagles to win the Super Bowl too. Just because I want to see what happens to Philly after 2 championships
That
back to back.
Burnt to the ground. Dude, those guys are animals. Legitimate animals.
They're worse than like the Bills, and at least they like keep it. So they're at the same level as the Bills, but they take it outside of the stadium.
Well, I think it's. Oh, they're playing right now. So
Yeah. It's game 5 right now. It's 2-1 Astros in Philly.
Well, and the Texans and the Eagles are playing right now too.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're both at Houston.
No, the World Series is in Philly. The game is the football Eagles Texans is in Houston.
Oh, okay. They had a rain delay on a postpone on the 3rd game, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why it's all kind of janky. But originally, when they first came out with the schedule, it was on the same day and at the same look. They were both in Houston.
Oh God.
Yeah.
The game right now is tied between the Houstons and the Eagles, or Texans and the Eagles. It's 14-14. Eagles have the ball with 24 seconds left in the second quarter.
What about for the Astros and and the Phillies?
Let me refresh it and I'll tell you. It's bottom of the 4th, no outs. Yeah, nothing's really changed. Except that it's now it's still 2-1. No one on base.
Who's 2 and who's 1?
Houston 2, Phillies 1.
Oh, okay. Well, the Phillies have been doing a great job this whole postseason with making comeback wins where they just have fucking lights on bats towards the end.
Philly.
I don't know.
The Eagles are in field goal range right now with what is it? What did I say? Oh, 3 seconds left, and they're at the 35 or so. Yeah. Yeah, they're at the 35. They're at the 36.
You don't either care about base or other team there or like hurt to support the Phillies right now. Like, I don't know why you would go repping the Astros right now. That is so dumb to me.
Yeah, it's very dumb. So, I guess we can get into this week's predictions. Who do you think's winning tonight?
The Eagles, 100%.
Yeah, I got the Eagles as well. Chargers versus the Falcons. I'm going to go Chargers.
I'm also... Man. Yeah, I'll go Chargers, but something about it. Because they've just been underperforming. So yeah, I'll just go Chargers.
Dolphins versus the Bears.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons won either.
No, I wouldn't be surprised either. Dolphins versus the Bears.
Dolphins, 100%. I don't know if all the people that they traded for are going to be playing this week.
I'm also going to be going Dolphins as well.
Yeah, just the way the Dolphins have been playing right now, I don't see the Bears.
Bengals versus the Panthers.
The Bengals need this game to turn around to stay competitive in the NFC North. Or AFC North, Jesus.
I think we're gotten to this point of the season where, like, teams have kind of, like, figured out their groove for like where they're gonna end up in the long run.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna just end up agreeing more than anything.
I really hope to see PJ Walker kind of turn around though, and see if he can start notching up some wins for the Panthers. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Packers versus the Lions. I want to go Lions. I still believe, even though they're not.
I do this every week, Matt. I do it every week. I say I want the Lions, and then they just they just lose, and they break my heart.
I think the one week you didn't choose the Lions was the first week when they won.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know.
Are you gonna go Pack go?
I don't see Aaron Rodgers losing 2 times in a row. I'll go with the Packers. But I hope the Lions win. I hope the Lions win.
All right. Colts versus the Patriots. I'm gonna go. Pats.
Give me the Pats. See that one being kind of a snoozer game, probably someone by like a field goal or something.
Bills versus the Jets.
Ooh, I'm gonna go Bills.
I chose Bills as well. I'm fully believing that this year's Super Bowl is gonna be the Bills versus the what is it? Not the Jets. The Eagles.
I don't know about the Eagles, but I am willing to say that the Bills are gonna be there. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills are there, but they still got to get past the Chiefs.
Vikings versus the Commanders. Vikings. Is what's his face still on the Commanders? Still the starting quarter.
Taylor Heineke?
No, the quarterback.
It's Taylor Heineke.
Oh, they changed it?
They changed it. What is his name?
I want to say it's Wentz.
Oh yes, Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got injured or what the deal is, but yeah, it's Taylor Heineke.
Then I'm gonna go with my boy Kirk family member. Since Carson Wentz isn't playing. Raiders versus Jags. Jags definitely need us win.
I want to say the Jaguars. The Raiders have been so underwhelming this year. It's sad.
Seahawks versus Cardinals.
That's a good divisional.
But also MW2's out, so.
Oh, really? I was going to say that
MW2 came out last weekend. So Kyler Murray's out in all my opinions.
Wait, Kyler Murray's not playing?
No, it's just like because there's football, there's a new Call of Duty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's something there's something that sometimes when Gino has to perform that he doesn't. I don't see that this week. Oh well. Back.
You're gonna go Seahawks?
No. Oh, this is did you see that? Whatever team was doing the bird gauntlet, they got the other bird. Like they got.
So the Saints, they actually lost to a bird team.
Oh,
fairly
did they?
Certain. Yeah.
I thought the bird gauntlet was still going on.
No. I think the bird gauntlet's gone.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to double check after we get done with these predictions.
Okay. That means I need to settle in for one.
So yeah, Seahawks or Cards.
Give me the Cardinals right now.
The Cards? Okay.
Yeah. I think we have like 8 teams on a bye week this week.
We got the Browns, Cowboys, Broncos, Giants, Steelers, and Niners.
Damn, how many is that? That 8?
6.
Oh.
Close. What is it? Rams versus the Bucks.
If the Rams doesn't, because that Buccaneers team is garbage. It's straight up garbage. If we lose to that, like, who the fuck on that team is gonna, like, our defense should have no problem swallowing up that offense.
Yeah.
Like, I expect, like,
I mean, the
2
Steelers
turnovers.
beat them.
I'm expecting. What?
The Steelers beat them.
Yeah. I'm expecting, like, a couple turnovers. A couple sacks. And the defense, we might have some issues with their defense, but I expect us to come away with a W.
So you're gonna go with your team, the Rams.
I expect it, man. I hope.
I chose Rams just because of the fact that if the Steelers could beat them, playing as bad as they did.
Yeah, right, Aaron? You just had like a weird face. Okay.
Chiefs against the Titans. I'm gonna assume you're gonna choose the Chiefs.
Yeah. Like even with Ryan Tannehill coming back, I think the Titans have had a really slow start to their season.
Yeah, they're the same record as the Chiefs. They're 5-2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I still see the Chiefs. I don't know. Robert Woods haven't been performing well for the Titans. I think he actually muffed a punt this last week. So yeah, give me the Chiefs.
You're gonna go Chiefs, okay. And then the last game up is the Ravens versus the Saints. So I'm actually gonna double check and make sure I'm not wrong on this. So they beat the Falcons. Yeah, they lost to the Cardinals. So they're already out of the gauntlet.
Do they play the Cardinals twice though?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let me go back.
Well, I guess they're not divisional, so it really wouldn't make sense for them to play them twice.
Yeah, no, they're not playing them again. So they're out of the gauntlet.
Damn.
Because otherwise I would have gone for Saints, but on this one I'm going to be reasonable and just go Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
This week we've had a fairly even opinions on it. We both have Eagles.
Let's see here. There's
we both have the
only, what,
Eagles.
2?
Yeah.
Disagree with.
I chose the Lions and you chose the Packers.
And then the Seahawks and the Cardinals.
Yep.
All right, I think there's got to be some wager on the line, man.
What do you want to wager then?
Not money, but there's got to be something we could like. There's got to be some sort of punishment. I wish there was a third game just in case we had a tie.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with the one because if there's a tie, then I think nothing happens. But if one of us was wrong on both ends, something should happen.
Okay. Fuck. I'm trying to think of something good.
You think about it.
We could talk about it later and just kind of fucking in the next video.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it up.
And then it could be a surprise that like we come up with it, and then the next video you'll see the punishment on what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Or if there's a specific punishment you want us to see, let Matt know. This is his stuff, so
yeah,
reach out to him.
I'm literally just after this, I'm just gonna go straight to YouTube and post it. There was no gaps or anything like that. I'm fairly happy with how everything was going, so I'm just gonna stop the stream and stop recording. So it's just all right. Yeah, We'll catch you guys next week.
Cool.
Peace.